Hi, everybody. This is Jeffrey from Right Color,
And this is Nancy Jean in the garden.
this is the reading for April 17th, Easter Sunday. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. And I have my Easter egg, my little heart chakra eggs here on the garden for Easter.
Please like, subscribe, share, comment, press the bell for notifications. Both Nancy and I offer readings. We both offer physical goods in the physical world. Nancy has grids and gardens and eggs available for purchase. I offer one-of-a-kind t-shirts, one-of-a-kind scarves, pocket squares, etc. All available on my website. All the information for all those things is below in our respective channels. And I think I said everything, right?
Yes, you did.
Good.
It's actually touched over.
That's an interesting little day.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So for body, I have this like, I think what's going to happen here is like, you're going to understand that there's something around that's not good for you. Like there's some thought pattern or some habit or something that you've been involved with. That's like, I thought this worked, but now I'm realizing it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, mind is sort of like, well, oh, it didn't work. You know, you can go down that road if you want to. That body mind, but then I think what's happening is your intuition has said, you know what, that was actually the wrong move, or maybe I shouldn't have eaten that, or like I don't think this is really going to work for me. And I think your intuition is going to be really strong on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Really strong, because she's the witch shut up them all. Really strong. And because you have this realization, you're going to be able to break. I feel like you're going to be able to break free because you got all this like energy coming at you. It's like, well, you could do this instead. 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 And I feel like once you open up to spirit, you're able to see all these other different possibilities. It's almost like you're in the cockpit of an airplane. This is a weird example. And you know, you only used to have this much vision,
Mm-hmm.
and all of a sudden the whole thing is glass. It's like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
oh, there are a lot of things I can do here. And the reason I say that is because of clarity, I get this brand new fertile vision.
Mm-hmm.
Clarity, I get a new beginning. And you know, sometimes this card can be like a 2x4. It's sort of like, well, I think like this, and it's like you almost knock yourself in the head and say, snap out of it. So I feel like there's that energy. It's like, snap out of it. That's what I'm getting. A little weird.
Well, I have a weird Easter vision too. When I was closing my eyes and moving the stones back and forth before I tossed them into the garden, I kept hearing, just be glad they stabbed and cut the ham, not you. So I got a feeling some people are going to have some real interesting Easter dinners.
Holidays always bring out the best in all of us.
Oh, no. Weddings, funerals, and wills, man.
Yeah, wills, that's the key of the key.
Anyway, so when I rolled the stones, I was not at all surprised to see that the mind was at the very center. And it's, once again, I have to read all four. Your thoughts are all important. Don't become tied up in false ideas of the past. The least effective part of this is the least touch you have is with final thoughts are coming, but you need to just let go. The biggest chunk of this is just let go of the limitations. So in other words, if you've walked into a family reunion, then you're remembering who your family was and why you haven't seen them for a year. Get ready for it. And you're going to be able to handle it because your grounding is clarification comes from just dealing with your past, understanding these people are really past. You may never have to be around them again. And maybe this was your trip in, your swan song, your big, deep bow, because your bodies in the past, and your body went there out of a feeling that you were looking to see it, you were looking back at the good times, at the things that really served you. And I think from what I'm seeing here is going to be a clarification to something different. You're going to understand how far your spirit has moved because your spirit's in solar plexus, and your spirit power has come to you from your ability to transform or transmute. So whatever happens around you that day, you're going to become very clear about that. And your clarity is falling in solar plexus, heart, and false. And solar plexus for your clarity says there's more than one way to express your power. That's your heart. That's solar plexus. There's more than one way to express your power, and now is the time to move forward. Wisdom comes through the clarity of your own emotions. A lot of times we're getting drawn back to things because of what we thought they were instead of seeing what they really are. And you didn't quite make it into false, but you did get into restate. And restate for clarity means, okay, that makes sense. Your dilemma was not all that defined for you. You got there and you looked at it, you went, oh, this is what I'm looking at. And your heart says, holds on to the message from your spirit. And you realize where you've grown and where you're going. And you're not going to let whatever happens here get to you.
Okay.
That was the weirdest thing I've ever heard in my life. They stabbed the ham and not you. Really? Anyway, thank you for joining us today. We'll see you tomorrow.
Blessings.